What's happening, guys? Nick with Classic Nation, and today I'm going to give you an update on the progress I'm making on my 65 Impala Super Sport. Now, I'm doing brakes, I'm doing suspension, and after that is done, it's going to be my Trimec TKX install. But let me give you the update on where we are so far. Now, first thing was putting the rear suspension on. I went with a company called Ridetech. You guys have all heard of it. On this Ridetech suspension, if you come in here, I started with the rears because I'm getting new wheels and I needed to get the rear end in position where it's going to be for its final spot so that I can measure for wheels. And so I started with the rears. Rear coilover kit. It's actually a full car kit, but it comes with the upper control arms. Hard to see, but those guys are up here. Comes with these lower control arms, and then it's their coil spring, their coilover that's on each side. So I've got one over there, one on the other side. And so I've got basically this factory 4-link all done and set, which is really cool. I'm super happy with the parts. It came, as you can see, with all new hardware, grade 8 stuff. I'm super happy with the install so far and the products that I'm getting here from Ridetech. Really cool, great stuff. So once I got that stuff done and mocked up, then I turned to brakes. You guys can see that I've got my diff open here. Anyone who's ever done brakes on the rear of a 12 bolt or any GM rear end knows that you have to pop the cover off to pull the C-clips out so that you can get the axles out. And once I did that, I was able to pull off those drum brake backing plates and then put on these correct disc brake backing plates. Whatever kit you get, it's gonna probably have a similar setup. I went with a kit from Baer. I'll tell you the details on that here in a second, but really happy with how that's going. You can take a look. The kit that I have on the rear of my car is the Baer Pro Plus. These are 14-inch rotors, cross-drilled and slotted, 6 piston calipers, and I have these powder-coated, they're black ice color with white lettering. And I can't tell you enough good things about the quality of this kit. So far, obviously, it's just the rears. I'm going to be replacing the rear brake lines, but this went on super smooth. I've got everything back assembled. Obviously, just the caliper on this side, and I've had this still open. But I've got the C-clips back in, the axles back where they need to go. I still have to shim the brakes, get everything buttoned back up. Then I'm going to re-silicone this and put that back on, or the gasket maker back there. So I'm doing full-length videos of all of this stuff. This is just your mid-project update. So if you guys like seeing this, you want to see the step-by-step on what I did here, subscribe to the channel, and you'll be able to see all of the progress in the video. I've also, on this side, I've got this wheel mocked up. You can kind of see here, this isn't the wheel that I'm going to have, but it's an 18-inch wheel, a 285 tire, and the wheel I'm going to get is a 19-inch wheel, probably the same 285-inch tire, but you can see how it looks with that rotor in there. It looks really cool. So excited to see what that looks like. Once it's on its own weight, it even sinks down a little bit and has a really nice ride height. So I'm excited about that. But these brake components are top notch, and I can't wait to get the fronts in. For the fronts, which I'm doing next, it's a 15-inch rotor, which is unheard of. I don't know if anybody in a 65 Impala with a 15-inch series chiming in. I haven't seen any other 65 Impala with 15-inch rotors. The caliper kit that I have on the front is their Extreme Plus kit.
Snag one of those rotors.
So those are pretty cool. I'll show you what those rotors look like. A little bit different than the fronts or the backs. So here is the front rotor. You don't need that anyway. Who needs brake pads? Here's the front rotor. Anyways, powder coated the same color, 6S caliper, and again, this is going to be this 15-inch cross-drilled slotted rotor, which is massive. This rotor is 1 inch bigger than the stock diameter wheels that came on this car in 1965. Would have been a 14-inch steel wheel, and I've got now a 15-inch rotor, so pretty crazy. That'll be next. You can see the car in the front is completely torn apart. I'm doing new suspension at the same time. New steering. Obviously the coilover kit for the front from Ridetech is all part of the kit that I got. I've got the parts there. I've got the upper control arms, lower control arms, and coilovers over there. Their kit is actually pretty cool because what it does is it replaces and integrates the strut rod. So it does away with the factory strut rod, and it uses, you drill 3 new holes in there, mount it, makes it a lot stiffer, just a better setup. And I'm also at that time going to be redoing the steering. There's an issue with the Ackerman on a 65 that they corrected in later years. And so you borrow some 67 Impala components and move that pitman arm over and do the idler arm over and do some adjustments to the geometry to get the steering dialed in a little bit better. And so I'll walk you through that. Again, there'll be comprehensive videos on everything that I do here coming up. But this was just the quick teaser, the quick update. If this is something you're into, you want to stay in touch with the progress on this 65 Impala Super Sport. See the Forge Line wheels that I decided to go with. Pretty cool custom hubcaps. Definitely stick around. Also, if you guys are interested in Evan's 67 Mustang, either his coupes or his fastback, we got progress on that coming up. We're kicking back to a video once a week, every week moving forward. So we'd love to have you along for the ride. Consider subscribing, like, share the video, tell your friends. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much, guys.